Welcome back to Y2K. We're still in the Essentia / Alex dungeon. Not sure what it would mean for this being Alex's, but okay. So I can't get back over there. So I can't interact with these hands. Having Panda in the way doesn't do anything. I just can't burn the hair. Fire on those does nothing. Skating over there does nothing, as you would expect. Can't speak to you. Wait. There was like an impact. Okay, no, that's just part of that. I see that there is a candle up there, but I don't think I can do anything with that. I cannot interact with these to turn them. Wait, is it just about, like... Hang on. I don't know how intentional anything that's happening here is. Okay, so there's this path. Which leads to that. I'm missing something I can explodinate. Not like color coded or anything. What happens if Panda's already in the cage? Nothing. Kind of looks a little cracked, but yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, the prints don't react to heat, because I still think that's kind of what is going on here. Like with the last time there was one. Yeah, because there's prints over there. I just don't know how to... You don't know how to make them, like... Visible? So down, right down. Like, it's giving a not right now when I tried to interact with that. We have a level. 2. And a monologue.
Did you find out the question, Alex? No. You're such a disappointment. Boy, can you do any damn thing right! Get out! Get out of my face! I hate you! I hate you so much! Just go away! Get out! Who are you to vex me with your perpetual idiocracy? Don't you dare run unless you find the question! Silly, pathetic, worthless piece of filth.
Okay. Okay.
Like... I don't understand what the prompt is. But I guess I can skate through there. Danger lies ahead. Make sure you're ready before proceeding. Having him.
An important project. A potential magnum opus. Only thing is, it's for a niche audience. I've been tasked with inducing a religious experience in a specific audience member who will view the work. I'm going to be direct with you, Yuzu. My film needs a prophecy. Without it, the investors would have me auctioned off. Kisage? What the hell are you asking me? Is this a shakedown? I need to film it. The digital soul bearer. You've made it real. You're a fool. You do that to my daughter? To Asuka? You facilitated an original sin. You made the digital soul vessel a reality. You stole my work of fiction and saddled reality with it. Naira has gone proto. Wilfred is back. He's everywhere now. Him? You brought him here? Kisage. How?
This is not a lifetime I can recall. These machines, they're so familiar. And yet, something feels wrong.
Look at camera.
Is it safe to approach him?
I cannot say. I would never harm you, Alex. But it is logical to assume that one of my many parallel lives may have some reason.
I knew you'd come back. Somehow, you look different. So many lives wasted, taken, and experimented on in hopes of obtaining this moment. And now that I'm looking at you, I don't know if I should love you or hate you. To kill you in the way that you killed me, time and time again, has been my only dream. My only waking thought for the past 50 lifetimes.
What's he talking about?
Do you ever feel guilty? Do you?
What did I do? What's wrong with you, man?
Everything was taken because of you! You bastard! I lost everything. My research, my wife, my kids. And all for what? For you? What the hell were you worth? You're a thief. Nothing more. I regret ever laying my eyes on you.
Alex, I can't recall this life. For some reason, it's blocked to me. There is a void in my mind. There are white spots where I should see this life on the astral plane.
Mom? Mom? Is that you?
How long has this life been lingering here?
Alex, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to say such terrible things. Come here. Let me hug you. Let me say I'm sorry in your ear.
What? Get away from me!
It seems as if you harmed him in some way. Alex, look out!
I'm still trying to process that whole scene. Yeah, this fight was even more of a non sequitur before. It didn't really have much of a, like, scene to it. Let's see, how long does it take for Ascension to build power? Not long at all. Also, her new weapon is really cool looking. Fog.
Okay.
Alex. Why?
I am sorry I put you in harm's way. However, while I am with you, nothing bad can ever happen. I am here to protect you.
I think I need you to answer some more questions. I'm really confused. Why did this Japanese guy know me? Why did he attack me? What did I ever do to him?
I can only deduce an answer based on the information I have. This information is the same information that you have. So, these are simply educated guesses based on my own personal bias.
Okay, fine. What do you think it is?
I think it would be a safe assumption that, in a parallel life, you have harmed me. That this Yuzui Majo had some sort of relationship with you, and you hurt him in some way. When he saw you, he recognized something in your soul and became angry. This is why he attacked.
I harmed him in a parallel life? I harmed you?
We are not responsible for the actions of our parallel selves, but that does not mean we can't feel sorry for the crimes committed against other souls. There are times where someone expresses how they have been harmed, and as humans, our immediate reaction is to become defensive. In our defense, so that we do not harm others, we become offensive. It is in these moments where we decide what type of human we will be. Which is worse? To harm someone in the past and continue to harm them by justifying your past actions, or harming someone in the past and accepting that your choices hurt them. Yes, you might feel harmed in the process by admitting your mistakes, but this is a good type of pain. Pain that heals you into a better person is always better than avoiding the small pain of accepting you are wrong.
An interesting conversation, considering
Did I
that's
really
just
do that?
something Alex is
Did
incapable
I
of.
always deny I harmed someone?
Yes.
Do I always feel the need to justify my actions?
Yes.
Maybe. Yes. I totally did.
We must always work to be better. The better person is not the person who doesn't make mistakes, but the person who makes a mistake and works to fix it, and fix the part of themselves that led to that error. There are moments when I understand intellectually how I must act, but then something happens. somewhere in the recesses of my mind. Like a warm light in the distance, an idea forms. A completely human, flawed, and kind-intentioned idea. Something that all versions of me know to be a mistake. However, the overwhelming feeling of doing the right thing takes over, and I am forced to make a choice. And every time, this version of me chooses the kind path. I cannot allow any harm to come to you. Without you, I wouldn't know what to do anymore. So just remember, it's not important, Alex, to worry about what we accomplish. Somewhere out there, we have both accomplished and failed at all tasks. Take solace in this. There exist perfect versions of us who didn't fail or harm others. Just keep working as hard as you can, and you'll be able to be that perfect version of yourself.
So, should I feel guilty that I harmed him in a parallel life?
That question is irrelevant. Just acknowledge that the part of you that harmed him exists in all humans.
This is justification
And then
again,
work
though.
to polish the blemish on your soul that had led to that action.
Wait, I have one more question.
What is it, Alex?
Did I harm any of the other women we met? The ones who were also you? Oda, Nyla, Serna, Bella? The Essentia 2000 went on staring at me with that expressionless face of hers. A face of plastic. Looking at her, I thought of a satellite floating in space. A drifting piece of man-made material, traveling through a place man can barely go. What I had said was out of pure curiosity. I had no way of knowing with any certainty that I had harmed any of these women. My words, though, seemed to have jabbed at something in there. I could read the effect on her face. Eventually, without a word, the Ascension 2000 turned away and proceeded from the room.
It's very interesting to me that you ask this. I'm going to choose to not answer this question as of now. There is one last location I'd like to show you, and it's quite a distance. I will answer more questions when we arrive.
This whole thing. I guess we already knew this whole thing was a Kisage X film.
But even sipping from a water bottle wouldn't cleanse me of it. The whole situation felt like a dream, as if I was wading through pools of jello. Even then, I kept telling myself that the things around me weren't that weird. And seeing Sammy vanish, meeting entities, and entering inside a dungeon in my mind should have prepared me for this. But you know, I don't think it did. I wanted to ask the Ascension 2000 if I could feel the feelings of my parallel lives. I realize now I was just seeking an explanation for the various feelings that were surging through my heart. I felt closer to Bella, closer to, well, every single parallel life of the Ascension 2000, and yet furthest from Sammy. Was Sammy really all that important to me? Or had I just been delaying joining the real world with all this adventure?
Yeah.
Did I really ever want to find her now that I know what finding her actually meant?
This whole thing was a distraction from picking up groceries.
And I don't regret what I learned, or even what happened next, because if I had never learned what I was about to learn, I could have never met you. And without you, all hope is lost. How do we get back here?
Oh, hey! It's the old
For
version.
the exit to my mind dungeon. Now we have returned to the foyer. In
Oh,
order
they
to
just...
proceed, we must first return to the beginning. Allow me to open your mind, to grant you access.
They
to
are
the
just putting it
hall
textually.
of
Hey, that was
parallel
actually
lives.
Alex's.
For now, I will ask you not to enter any of the rooms on our left or right. Inside are the various parallel lives that your soul is currently engaged in. I believe it would be traumatic for you to experience them at this point in your life. Our destination is at the far end of this hall. That room is the one used to chronicle the past and future of this Alex. The one I am speaking to now. My favorite.
Oh, I don't even have the option to, like, listen in or anything.
Where am I? The other rooms had you in them. Why aren't I here?
You are, and you are speaking. What I'm about to show you is something that lies at the heart of all of yourselves. Please, prepare yourself for a harsh amount of bitter truth. What you are about to see cannot be unseen.
Should I be worried?
No, not if you took to heart what I have taught you.
What do you mean? What have you taught me?
To recognize your flaws and work to correct them. I am about to show you your greatest flaw of all. Destruction!
Oh boy.
It's a skill chalice. An inexplicable rendering stands before you. You do not yet have the knowledge to comprehend its implications. It was a normal day, just like any other. Then the sky lit up and we were overcome by a bright aura. My soul left my body as my body disappeared. Where am I now? I was caught off guard when the end came. It was like a thief in the night. That's what my mom would say. She's gone too. Gone away just like my body, the sun, the moon, the stars. You came for us. It was as if we had came for ourselves. Our tab was being collected on, and we all realized we deserved this. Perhaps you didn't. You were just like the rest of us, only you took the blame. It's a curious thing, losing your body and universe. We don't have a good way of describing reality, so we show it as the Earth, since that's all most people ever know. Sorry it came down to this. You tried your best. I would do it too. In fact, maybe I did. She said we must defeat ourselves in order to tame the destruction. Maybe she never understood us at all.
I don't understand. How is this my flaw?
In a way, it is everyone's flaw. Destruction. To be destruction or to be creation, we can only be one in the end.
But what will I destroy?
This reality, as you have destroyed many realities before this one.
How could I destroy reality? What powers do I have that could lead to this type of devastation?
Inaction is just as much an act of aggression as taking up arms.
And will this happen? How will I do this?
I do not know. But what's important is that it hasn't happened yet, and...
Wait, you're saying we can still stop this?
No. Your reality was doomed long ago. All realities cease to exist. The only thing you get to decide is if you aid in the destruction or fight against it.
Fight against it? But you said it was doomed! None of this makes any sense!
This reality will fade away, and another will take its place. But this does not mean that you can't prevent the loss of future realities
How would I do that if we all die?
Come with me. Escape into the soul space. We can take your friends with us. Together, we will protect realities from the ultimate loss. Loss of souls who perished with worldly attachments in their hearts. When a soul is bound to the planet by thoughts and obsessions of worldly things, they die with the reality. But a soul that is free of love for the physical and longs only for the spiritual can find life in the soul space.
But I want to save this reality. What about my mother? My friends? I couldn't just convince them to enter the soul space. I don't even think I could convince my mother that there is a soul space.
What do you want to do, Alex? Whatever you decide, I am with you every step of the way.
But wait, why is this my choice?
Because this is your reality, not mine. I just want you to be happy.
Essentia, how do you know me? Why do you care so much about me?
Because you have been in all of my lives, and at every turn, I have been there for you. Even when you have harmed me, I have always loved you. I would fight a losing battle for you.
What do I even say to that?
As Sammy, you helped me when no one else wanted to help me. As Vela, you gave me back my music, the only thing I ever expected to love.
Wait! You're saying I'm the asshole that used Vela and...
Alex, regardless of how much you have harmed me in any of my parallel lives, I am always here for you. I want to help you be the best that you can be.
Can't you help me be the me that saves this reality? From whatever the hell all these things are falling from the sky?
It is impossible. But if you would like to try, we may try.
But how do you know it's impossible?
I can feel the reality breaking apart. I can feel souls fleeing in every direction. This world will soon end.
But there has to be something we can do. Some way to be strong enough to take down whatever is going to destroy this reality.
Even I am not strong enough to face what's coming for this reality.
But what about me? Vela, you, and the others.
It pleases me that you want to fight for something. I know this isn't your usual way. It thrills me to see this passion in you. Together, we can attempt to fight this ender of realities. Just know, we will fail, but we will fail together.
Don't be such a downer. If I'm going to die, I at least want to go down swinging. What other choice do I have?
I understand now that in your heart, there is no other choice. Perhaps you, Alex, are different from the others. I will stay and fight with you. But if we are going to do this, we must convince your friends to help us, and we must train. Even I am not at my most powerful. We must complete the mind dungeon before the end comes, and be prepared to fight it.
How do we convince them that the world is going to end?
By convincing them that this reality will soon perish, and by making them understand that this world is just a byproduct of that destruction.
Okay, so what's this great destruction that will be obliterating reality?
It's the same destruction that destroys all realities, and yet, I can't give it a name. But when you see it, you will recognize it.
I think I want to go home now. Everyone's probably wondering where I went.
Yes, we've been gone quite a while.
Really? How long?
5 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Wait, what? Everyone's probably freaking out. Let's get out of here. So, how do we get back to Frankton?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can take a bus?
Ugh, bus. I really hate public transportation. Ugh. My mom never picked me up from school. She always made me take a Whitehound bus. Maybe there are keys in this van?
I have seen many realities, and this one is by far the least prepared for public transportation. Perhaps if you lived in a better reality, your country would be more equipped to handle traversing the countryside.
Yeah, I'll, get on that.
Alright. It's suddenly winter after 5 hours. Next time on Y2K, I'm gonna double check some things. I don't know why I did a third save there, but see you then.